Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 20. You have the right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. The soul is neither born, and nor does it die. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. When meditation is mastered, the mind is unwavering like the flame of a lamp in a windless place. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 19. You came empty-handed, and you will leave empty-handed. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 29. Perform your duties, but without attachment to the results. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. The self-controlled soul who moves amongst sense objects, free from attachment and aversion, finds peace in renunciation. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 64. One who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is intelligent among men. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 18. Set thy heart upon thy work, but never on its reward. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. Mind is the friend and the enemy of the self. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5. The power of God is with you at all times, through the activities of mind, senses, breathing, and emotions, and is constantly doing all the work using you as a mere instrument. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 33. The mind is restless and difficult to restrain, but it is subdued by practice. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 35. Whatever happened, happened for the good. Whatever is happening for the good. Whatever will also happen for the good. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 14. Those who are motivated only by desire for the fruits of action are miserable, for they are constantly anxious about the results of what they do. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 49. The soul is eternal, immortal, and indestructible. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 17. The mind is fickle and restless. It is difficult to control, but it can be disciplined through regular practice and detachment. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 35. One who has control over the mind is tranquil in heat and cold, in pleasure and pain, and in honor and dishonor. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 7. One who sees the Supreme Lord dwelling equally in all beings, and the imperishable within the perishable, truly sees. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verse 27.